All right, guys, welcome aboard. Ding, ding. Will you be able to back out today? Yes. Beautiful, perfect. All right. All right, so we had some thunderstorms come through just after lunch, so to speak, around 12:30, 1 o'clock. Looks like those storms have washed or continued their march northeast. Oh, man. Okay, so there's that part. I did get an over-the-air update. Today's Monday. I guess Saturday night? I'm sorry I didn't record it. But it was a minor update. But some of the stuff I was kind of expecting to show up now shows up. So, okay. With the last significant update. Okay, with that said, zoom, zoom. As I progress through the Boston trip videos, you'll see a couple of videos where I'm going, oh, yeah, I got a system error. Or what's the other one I got? Oh, the screen went dark. All right, it just rebooted. Just boom, it went away. It came back, but it was like, seriously? So I was tempted.
Turn right onto
Yeah. I was tempted to call into service, set up an appointment, see what they found, but I guess I'm back in the mode of let's just let it sit. Let's see if it happens again. Right? I think just my way of interpreting tea leaves is I got a minor update because, oh, I had some FSD errors. So, I mean, I don't know. Come on, you can do it. So I was watching a video and this guy was saying, he was talking about a tricky section in this neighborhood and how he would correct FSD, and after 3 or 4 times, FSD would finally, let's call it, learn, and then every time he gets an update, it would unlearn it. And that's kind of where I'm feeling it. So when I got the update coming home yesterday, if you've been listening to my videos that long, you know that there's a road called Lindbergh Lane. And what FSD likes to do is say, oh, I'm going to signal because I'm going to go straight, sort of, on Boggy Ford. That's great, except there's a road right there, Lindbergh Lane. Any human driver seeing my right turn signal on assumes that means I'm turning on Lindbergh Lane. So they hear from me all the time about that one. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. I have a lot of thinking to do on various parts, but here's the bottom line wrap up of the trip to Boston and back. First of all, it wasn't quite aggressive enough for Jill's tastes, but I didn't try setting it into hurry mode. Putting it in hurry mode might have been more appropriate for her. I'm a standard guy, or at least what I want the standard to be. Whatever. Peter, on the other hand, my son-in-law, he was more kind of just laid back, let it do its thing. I mean, there was one goof early on, and he said, I have to take it over. That's fine, take over and do what you got to do. What it was is he turned right, but Jill said that we were in the right turn lane, so we just didn't notice it. So we were talking about something else, so our mistake, right? Anyway, I mean, after that, it was pretty much okay. I'm kind of surprised. I would have thought of Peter as being a more aggressive driver, but it all depends, right? It could be he's going like, no, I want to see FSD prove himself on this level first. Although they're both in the same boat of, well, I don't quite see how this works out yet, right? And at $8,000, FSD is a very expensive toy. if you see it that way. What? Me? Why do I have FSD? Has anybody not heard about June 1st? Yeah. That's what I'm looking forward to. Now, they said they're going to start small, like 10 cars. Okay. I don't know. I don't know what to expect. Just tell me where to line up to make my call, and I'll be there. Okay? Because, yes, I want to try out RoboTaxi. Have I been in a refresh Model Y? Yes, I have. It was a short period of time, but I drove it enough to go like, yes, this is pretty cool. Okay. To be perfectly honest with you, it's really tempting to say I want to go get the Model Y, the new one, but I really kind of want that third row, even if the third row is not very useful for adults. And I know in the classic Model Y, if you want to call it that seating space was tight, but you know, if you're in a situation where, Ray and Ray are coming with us, of course, Ray from Star Wars, right? Anyway, whatever. So you got two full-size adults, and where are you going to put them? You're going to put them in that back seat. Okay? On the other hand, you might interpret the other way of, well, RoboTaxi is coming, you would use RoboTaxi to carry extra people. And that actually sounds somewhat fair. So, I don't know, we'll see. All right, what time is it? It's 3 o'clock, 3:09. Oh, 3:09 already. All right, so one of my friends needs a ride to the airport, so I'm going down to pick him up. So while he's in the car, I won't be running the camera, but afterwards I'll put the camera back on. So we'll see how it goes. Oh, they're doing some stuff over here at the church. That looks all serious too. Okay. With all that said, I think it's about time to switch over, huh?
In 1,000 feet, turn left onto Lowen.
Okay, guys, welcome back to long format. What? Oh, this battery's not completely full. Must have lost some energy or something. Or maybe I didn't charge it all the way?
Now turn left onto Lowen.
No, no worries. I got a cable. I'll plug it in. So anyway, those of you who've been following me know that one of the things I'm interested in doing is the RoboTaxi airport run. I mean, that'd be helpful for people who live out here in Lago Vista. I mean, I've used Uber to go to the airport. I've had friends drive me to the airport. But, you know, wouldn't it be so much easier if when you got to the airport, you opened up your Tesla app, press the button, say, come to me. Whoa, where is this Lexus going? And you know what Lexus is, right? It's Toyota underneath. Yeah. So anyway, that's what I'm looking forward to. I've already told my daughter next time she comes to the Austin area, she should be expecting that to some extent. And both her and her husband, they may uninstall it, I don't know, but they're familiar with having the Tesla app on their phones. Now, the new app, that's a whole nother story, right? Or the sub app, I don't know what's going to be. I can't imagine making me open up another app. You know, come on. But then again, for all those people who don't want Tesla app, maybe that's the right thing to do. I don't know. Like I said, the most I've seen is 5 screenshots. And actually, there was a video of a girl calling a car and getting into it, but And I tried to do a video breaking down those 5 screens, but and it was more about the data behind it, saying the data's already there. All they got to do is write the screens to present the information, right? So I mean that's they're ready for that. At least I think they're ready for it. All right, so I was doing the tire rotation on my car. I was getting ready to, and so I walked out to my garage. I was going to go out to the trash can. It's trash can day, or trash day, and just before I got to the garage door, I mean it's open, or maybe I was stepping on the threshold of it, and all of a sudden there's a flash of white light and a quack, enough to ring my ears. And like that was close. Okay, I'll stay inside for a while. Yes, sir. Okay. So it was for Lago Vista, it was a heavy rain. Now, people east of us, they got some small hail, and actually there's a place pretty far east of me that they were getting hen egg hail, at least radar indicated. So anyway, so we had all that, but now it's just a little drizzle or light rain, whichever way you want to call it. But FSD's handling it just fine. There was a spot on the Boston trip coming back where we hit a sudden downpour, and for some reason I couldn't get the wipers to work quite right. I don't know. I think I touched the left scroll wheel and must have affected it somehow. Who knows?
In 1,000 feet, turn right onto Farms Market 1431.
Where I am in Central Texas, I don't get much opportunity to run in the rain, but it does happen. And if I go just 20 miles east or 40 miles east,
Now turn right onto
they have more rain in Austin. Okay, whatever, we'll see. Let's see, so I got an FSD degraded message when he was busy calculating something. Okay, he flashes high beams, I guess, at the other vehicle turning. All right, zoom, zoom. And there's some things I wish I had the camera on, so that as we're going down Boggy Ford, it was just one of those split-second driver reactions. I see a movement on my right, and all of a sudden there's a deer going full speed across the road. I don't know what the deer was running from, but it was running for its life. And I was like, whoa, so I wish I had the camera for that one. Okay. I took my other car down to San Antonio, but I kind of wish I had the camera for, so there was a skunk going down the middle of the road in Marble Falls. I mean, it was a secondary road, but it's interesting that it showed up on the display. That was a very curious thing to see. Okay, whatever. So I wish I could have captured a video of that for no other reason to say, look what happened. Well, you know, look, it's over here. We have a construction symbol over here. Okay. Now, normally I don't have this screen up, but I was thinking about it with Jill. Like, why don't I see that more often? Well, I normally don't have the navigation map up. And I normally don't have it in the show me the whole view. But that's a nice update. I like that. It doesn't tell me everything, right? Does it tell me anything? The map changed when I touched it, but I don't know. Weather radar, yes, it's all going away. To some extent anyway. Whoa, that looks like, but that's going to be north of the airport before I get there. This looks like it's starting to blow up right down here. Well, let's see what happens, right? Okay, so one of the easiest ways to go back and find it is if you take an interruption on the back end of it, then you can go forward and find, or backwards, and find where it started. But that's actually out on 620. What? Oh man, come on. That's not going to be any fun. But you're right, if I don't go back there, we won't see anything. It's kind of like what Jill said, like, no, we haven't got to that spot yet. And then we went by that trenching. She said, look, the trenching matches the spot. Okay, that was interesting. All right, so we're rolling up here on 620. Oh, wait, what? Oh, it's a little bit further down. So it's not right at the intersection. I see the orange signs. Yeah, we can go. We can go. Yeah, I almost put my foot on the accelerator, but he just started rolling right at that time. Now he's going to go match the Guardia world? No, just go by him. Just go by. Okay, what's the road work ahead? It's off the road, way off the road. Just because they put these barricades here. Okay. Oh wait, it's no longer showing that. The cone went away. Okay, I don't know. We got a red light. All right. 26.9 miles, 44 minutes, 199.8 watt hours per mile. Are you serious? Oh, it is 68 degrees, so temperature is really moderate. Okay, that means 5 miles per kilowatt hour. Okay, bring out your EV that probably gets right around 3. Oh, let's be generous, 3.5 maybe. Compare that to my 5. Yeah. Okay, whatever, Peace and Army. FSD itself, no problems whatsoever. I was curious, I saw the cone thing, but I mean, once I saw it in Massachusetts, the only question is, well, why am I not seeing it? And I have seen that it's primarily because I don't drive in this view, right? Only get this little view. Okay, whatever, peace and harmony. Check you on the flip side. All right, guys. Sorry, my throat's catchy. Anyway, so the trip down here from my friend's house, 30.3 miles, 1 hour 13, but it's still 198.8 watt hours per mile. Seriously? Okay, so since last charge, 59.3, we used 11.8 kilowatt hours. Yeah. So $1.21. To answer my friend's question, so far it's $1.21 energy cost. And we're averaging 198.4. Now, it is 69 degrees. It's very temperate, reasonable. Right? We're in the middle of May. It should be up to 100 degrees or 90 degrees. Okay, whatever. So the other note is, gee willikers. So apparently navigation decided that he should reroute as we're driving down Texas 71. But there's no message telling me why he's confused about things. Okay. The best guess I have at the moment is he's rerouting due to the traffic load. But where are we going to go? Onto the frontage road and then merge back onto the highway? I mean, I guess that might work. Yes, I'm sure it would work to some extent. We would save a few minutes, but we were already there on the road. Just live with it. And so there's no real option. There's no real option to... Okay. I can set the value for reroute. And so he must have felt like he could save 30 minutes by rerouting. And the reason why I made it 30 is I want to be the max. If I can make it 60 minutes, I would. Okay? I mean, sometimes your routes are cool, but when I don't know where we're going, I don't know why you're doing it, I don't like it. Okay? So there you go. That's my pet peeve. I mean, if he popped up a message, hey Elon, if you just popped up a message saying, I'm rerouting because of traffic, then I go like, okay, I understand what you're doing. Instead of just saying, hey, we're just going to turn right here, no reason for it. If you told me there's a reason for it, I'm more willing to accept it. But you don't tell me anything. Okay? Suggestion for some point when you get to that point. Okay, other than that, yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, whatever, peace and harmony. Okay, welcome back, guys. Let's see if we can turn this car around and head on home. What you got to say for yourself? Oh, it wants to, what? Oh. Try turning it around. Okay, so he wants to go up 183. That sounds just fine. Got anybody coming? Traffic's a bit busy at the airport right now, but whatever. Zoom, zoom. All right, so those of you wondering, I have toll roads off. So we'll avoid the toll roads, which only matters with 183, or US 183. What are you looking at? The car up here is trying to... He's having to park manually. Be patient, right? I don't know, Ford, can you park automatically?
Now turn left onto Spirit.
Oh, it's an old Explorer. Okay, so you're going to go out this way, okay? But I assume that we'll turn over here. Yes, we are. We're all good.
Now turn right onto Spirit of Texas Drive.
So in some ways, the trip back's going to be shorter because I'm going directly home, whereas my friend would create more of a corner. But whatever. Part of what I'm looking for in this case is, gee, well, how much energy did I use to make that trip? Right? So we're talking a little bit about RoboTaxi, and I said, well, my cost of energy is 11 cents per kilowatt hour. So we're going to turn right. I think you're in the wrong place. Yes, we're in the right turn lane, which implies we should only turn right, at least in most states, United States of America. Hello? Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, I see my list. I gotta follow it. Why? Why do you have to get over? Is he doing the same? Sorry. Trying to avoid cussing. If you're going to do that, you must have gotten out here. But we just went across the whole highway to get to here, which doesn't do me any good, does it? But you wouldn't done that shift unless you were thinking of getting out. And now you're over here where people are going slower. Brilliant. Where's the traffic over there? I mean, they're still going slow, but they're going faster than us. Yeah, I'm going to keep blasting them for it. You betcha. Hey, you stupid KB. And you know what's sad, guys? I put in where I'm going, which is home. Navigation chose to come up this road. And even the Model S is now convinced, yeah, you're right, I should get out. Unless, of course, he's driving the FSD. Is it possible? No, he doesn't even have the side repeaters. At least I don't think you can run FSD at this level. Well, he definitely doesn't have AI4. You know, sometimes you have to accept that you can't turn into a hovercraft and just go where you want to go. It's traffic. And you think software born in California would have some understanding of that. I guess good news is he handled all of it. Yeehaw. I'm a cowboy. On a steel horse, I ride. No, it's not a steel horse. Well, it depends how you look at it, right? No, you guys look at it as a motorcycle. Okay, whatever. But they used to call the train the Iron Horse too. I didn't do my video. Oh, whoops. Oh, now you decided traffic is moving? So after all the positions you lost from moving, you're now going like, well, maybe we should have stayed there? Dummy. Are you going to get upset that truck got out? Oh, he see me behind, oh no. Get over it. Go ahead, I dare you, Elon. Get out here at 5:45 p.m. on any weekday and tell me what you find on US 183. Yeah, it's traffic. What is Austin, the 11th biggest city, 10th biggest city? I've lost track. Or at one time it was the 11th biggest city in the United States of America. The 4th biggest city in Texas. Your speed's 45, not bad. We are moving. Wow. Yes, I've kind of forgotten. It's been a few years since I had to drive on 183.
In 1 mile, keep left to stay on US 183 North.
Okay, did you tell FSD that? Yeah, it's gonna be stop and go for a long ways. Actually, a little bit after passing Anderson Mill, it starts thinning out some. And by the time we get to Lakeline Mall exit, which is the last free exit, it starts really thinning out. So if you're in the left 2 lanes, actually, if you're in the leftmost lane, the inside lane, chances are you'll be able to accelerate right away. But even if you're in the middle lane, depending upon who's in there, right? Because there's always those people like, oh, well, I'm just going to move up a little bit more, and then, oh, I'm going to have to come to a stop because nobody let me in. Well, they all want to go home too, you know? It's the way it is. Now you're blocking a fast lane just because you're dumb. Okay, whatever. Peace and harmony. That's a stupid thing, right? You cut across the highway, give up your spot in line, to then go like, oh wait, it doesn't meet the criteria. So when they talk about hardware 3 not being enough to drive FSD, I'm kind of wondering if AI 4 is enough. What is that, a few good men? Right? Where he's just so mad, he says something about the galactically stupid or something like that. All right, Tesla buddies, wherever you are. Yes, I came across something where a guy says you get $2,000 for trading in your old Model Y for a new Model Y. Except they're emailing you that offer. Like, it would be tempting, but when I look at used vehicle prices for 2022s, because you know they're going to be at least 10,000 under what they're listing it for, the trade-in value. It's so tempting, but it was so tempting to go back and go, I wonder if I could make it happen. Because if I got the new model, the refresh Model Y, the Juniper, then I'm sure I could do RoboTaxi. Because that's what they're going to use for RoboTaxi in Austin, at least to start. Elon promised. Yeah, I'm not sure how much to trust him. But June 1st is right around the corner. All I'm waiting is for have the app show up and call. or summon. Yeah, I don't know why they're calling it summon. I wouldn't call it summon. Well, actually, I think they're calling it come to me. Okay, that works. So I mean, there's two different levels of RoboTaxi, right? Or actually, there's multiples. But so one level is the thing that Tesla's running, or will be running. Well, actually, they're running it now in employee mode. The second one is you have friends and family, then they can call your car. All right, just like I told my daughter, like, no, I'm not gonna pick you up at the airport. You're gonna call the car to you. Now, how well that'll work, I'm not sure. I probably need to do some test runs when they finally get to that point. That's why I'm disappointed. I'm still on 13.2 to 8. I mean, are you planning to run, I don't know, a special version of FSD that uses that front bumper camera? If so, then that's a bummer for me. I don't know. I don't know what it'd be nice if they were more transparent. You know, to spend more time talking about what it is they're doing as opposed to calling people names. Okay? Yes, I just said it out loud. There you go. And yes, I do find that very annoying. Because it means you're not focused on the business. Okay, well, he accepted the override. What is it? 78 cents? Yep, gonna have to add that to the toll too, the payment. What? You don't know about it? Yeah. I wonder if they're tracking the position, know that. Or do we have to just make it up? Right, Uber has something about it, but Uber has human drivers. Well, except for the Waymo thing, I guess. Did I mention that? Yes, I saw it. Out of the mirror, I saw Waymo at the airport. Which is cool. Oh! Sorry, just avoiding this Audi. I guess he wasn't monitoring traffic. Audi's not about being safe, is it? As he crosses over in front of all everybody else. Yeah. Meantime, I'm putting energy back in my battery going down the hill. Yeah. Is this place still for sale? What? The sign's gone. No, it's there. Okay.
In 1,000 feet, bear right onto
I would have to have the business plan worked out, show the money coming in, right? So there's an old church back there. It's for sale. But what? Really? You don't know? Oh no, I do. All right. So since last charge was in my garage on my wall charger. Okay. So since last charge, 104.3 miles. Yes, sir. time is somewhere around 2.5 hours. Something. But we're going through rush hour traffic going to the airport. That's expected. Absolutely.
Left onto American Drive.
Okay, welcome back, guys. As we're about to turn on American Drive. There we are.
In 500 feet, turn left onto Santa Rosa Avenue.
It's been an interesting day. Oh, trash man's come by. At least over here he has.
Now turn left onto Santa Rosa Avenue.
Okay. What time is it? Oh, it's almost 7. Okay. So, what do you think the trash man did with my trash can today? He probably knew you drove an FSD. He put it out in the middle of the road. No, he wouldn't do that, would he? He might put it on the edge of the road. Oh, they brought wood. Okay, they're moving along with building a house there.
In 500 feet, your destination will be on the left.
I wonder, maybe they had both lots. Come on. Let's go. I want to get home. Yeah, I see it's right there, but I don't trust it will stay there.
Now your destination is on the left.
You clear a 30-mile-per-hour speed zone, then you go 11 miles an hour. Or 9 even. Okay. I don't know what he's doing. Try to give it a little accelerator, encourage him to go, and oh wow. He hadn't done that in a while. Where he drew the white around it. Okay, whatever. So 46.5, 1 hour, 11 minutes, 205.8 watt hours per mile. Since last charge or for the trip, 105.9 miles. What? Yes, so I was telling my friend that one of the rumors has it that they'll charge about $1 a mile. That's $100. But you can't expect them to pay for your trip. You can only expect them to pay for their portion of the trip. Right? Okay. But whatever. The bottom line what I was saying was it's 21.4 kilowatt hours. Okay? Let's see what that is. 21.4 times 0.11. $2.35, my cost of energy. So whether you're paying 50 cents or $1 per mile. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, yes, okay. Like I said, the real question is, how far did he go? All right. And the average energy is 205.9. That is not going to last in the summer. Or next week, for that matter. I'm not really sure when late spring arrives again. Early summer, whatever you call it. But it's right around the corner. All right, so from an FSD perspective, yeah, I don't know what it was out there in Marble Falls, but obviously here, it's like, oh, if I reroute this way, you're going to reroute onto the frontage road, then what are you going to do when you come up to US 183? I'm going to get back on. But, you know, if you just popped up a message, if you just popped a message up in here somewhere saying, we're rerouting due to traffic. You just have to say it. Communicate. I get it. Communications aren't exactly Tesla's strongest skill. Internal communications, I think they get. Right? But to customers like me, well, I didn't figure it out. I don't know. I only write software. I have no idea how it should actually work for you. I don't know. Okay, so there's that thing where it's going like, I'm going to reroute you, but it's not telling me that's going to reroute. And all I can say is like, he went off the edge. I have no idea. Now, I can apply a little logic to it. It's like, here's what I think's happening. That's exactly what I'm telling you now. I think it's because of traffic. You're like, well, if I just reroute to where? Onto French Road? Seriously? That's what it appeared like he was doing. I don't know. And, you know, for some people that works. There's not a way to override that, is there? Okay. And then reading. So I can't. 30 minutes is the max I can do. So you have to be saving at least 30 minutes. I think that's what he's doing on the way back. We're fat and happy going down the inside lane on US 183 as we cross I-35. And all of a sudden, bam, he's switching over to the outside lane. Which means he has to cross the middle lane as well. But once he gets there, then he must come back and check the rule and said, oh, well, it only saved 29.5 minutes. But in the meantime, because you slammed across the road, your position in line that is now moving up the road is gone. If I could set this to 60 minutes, I would. Yes, there are times you want to be notified, hey, you could get an automatic, or you could find a way around it. But I really don't like it. Okay? I mean, I really don't like where he just starts switching around. Because, believe me, I know US 183 very well. I know Texas 71 very well. I've lived in the Austin area for years. What? Yeah, since 82. Okay. So what is that, 45 years? Come on, man. So when you go off doing something weird, break honesty off, now I'll take over. If you want me to trust you, you have to communicate. Okay. Was there anything else? There was something else in there. What was it? You know what? I don't remember anything else. Oh, when we came off of this Ranch to Market 2222, going on to Texas 360, when you come up the hill, there are two lanes you can be in, but we're going to, the right lane is going to collapse into the inside lane. FSD keeps going, I'm going to the right, and I'm going to around the people. To what? But to be fair, FSD will just turn on his turn signal and say, oh, I'm sorry, I was stupid, and I got around, I'm going around you. That's what FSD does. But does anybody know that I'm driving FSD? No, they think I did on purpose. Think I'm being rude. Okay, whatever, peace and harmony. Other than that, yes, FSD was just fine. At least I think it was. I'm not going to go back and check tape on that. So there you go. What? Yeah. I think FSD navigation was doing exactly the way they were designed to do. It's just, I don't like the way it's doing it. And the parameters I have to change it aren't sufficient to make the changes I want. Right? With all that said, let's call it, it's like a B minus. Okay? It's actually very good. It's just what let's try a little role playing, okay? So I have another friend. She actually has a Tesla. But if she had FSD on and that little thing where I'm going to be down on the frontage road on Texas 71, she would have freaked out. Right? You just caused an accident because you can't communicate. Okay. If only somebody at Tesla World was listening to this. Okay. But whatever. I don't remember exactly the words I used, but where are you going? Right? And the message back to Tesla. Why did I interrupt? Where are you going? Okay. Anyway, there you go. Yes, I sound very grouchy, very negative. I'm sorry if you're feeling that way, and I'm not yelling at you. It's not your fault. I'm the one that has a Tesla with FSD in it, right? And the right thing to say to you, I guess, is if I wasn't stuck on this, I'd feel better about it. But this has been here for a long time, and yes, I'm up to date as of this afternoon. Oh, you checked this afternoon before I left. Okay, whatever. There you go. Like I told my friend I was going to ride to the airport. I don't know. Let's see what happens June 1st. Right? So people's expectation like, dude, you need to measure up or you have problems. Of course, Elon's going to go, I am Tesla. Okay, fine, whatever. I don't really want to take sides on that part. Anyway, peace and harmony, onward, upward charge. All right, so one of the things I wanted to do was kind of pull this all together and give an idea of the overall impact. So let's start here. Total trip was 105.9 miles. It took 21.4 kilowatt hours. The total travel time was 3 hours and about 15 minutes. All right, so that's the overall. But the real question is, how much did his trip cost? If let's go with the assumption that we're charging $1 a mile. So his trip was 30 miles. So that means we would charge $20 at $1 a mile. All right, so what's the cost? Okay, cost of energy, because it was 21.4 kilowatt hours used at home rates, that works out to $2.35. Yes. Just over 2 miles, trip's already paid for. On the other hand, if it's taking just over 3 hours, that's a lot of time being given up. I guess in theory with RoboTaxi, what could happen is the RoboTaxi takes my friend down to the airport, drops him off, and then, I don't know, pulls into the cell phone lot, something like that, and waits for somebody to say, hey, I need a ride back, or a ride someplace. And that way you get some more charge, or some more income. But we'll see how that works out. So anyway, there you go. That's what I got so far. The one thing I haven't figured out is so on the one part of the toll road, it was 78-cent charge. I don't know how that would roll in. I don't know. Right? That part was clear. But 78 cents, what's the big deal? Although I did go on other parts of the toll road, so it's probably closer to $1.50, $2 for tolls. Something like that. Okay, anyway, there you go. There's at least that basic answer. Okay? $30. Now, if they drop it to 50 cents a mile, then all of a sudden we're down to 15. But even at $15, I mean, energy cost is well covered. The question is, how do you make sure you're paying off the investment in the vehicle? But anyway, that's another story. Onward, upward, charge.